So many words, a narcissist is just a hater that's willing to go undercover to get closer to you. There's people who have purpose and are born to give other people purpose, and then there's people who have no purpose and they're born to take people out of their purpose. That's the narcissist. That's where the gaslighting comes in and the manipulation. Once you, like I told you, in a relationship with a narcissist is like a car. As soon as it leaves a lot, it starts to depreciate as soon as the love bomb phase is over. Matter of fact, it's depreciating as soon as the love bomb phase is there. They're selling you a lemon when they're doing the love bomb phase. They're taking you on a driving test with a car that's gonna break down as soon as it leaves the lot. That's what you know. That's what you don't know. Stop giving these people credit. All they do is get over on people who don't know about this demonic possession. As soon as you know about it, it's like dealing with a grown child. But the gaslighting is one of their main gaslighting, devaluing, all that, but gaslighting is one of their main tools they use too, because the gaslighting is the way that they keep the abuse on like autopilot. Remember I told you that's tied into the validation and all that stuff. What they do with the gaslighting is like they pick at you and find ways to feel slighted by you. And you can slight a narcissist just by standing up for yourself. If a narcissist try to tell you about yourself and you defend yourself, the narcissist is slighted, because the narcissist is supposed to be able to tell you about yourself. If you was with a narcissist, more than likely you've heard, you don't take constructive criticism, you have anger problems, you're mean, you don't listen, you think you know everything. This is just the narcissist that when they can't handle you, they tell you things like this, or when they're trying to handle you, they tell you things like this. The narcissist doesn't give you credit for being alive and knowing yourself and knowing how other people perceive you. The narcissist truly believes that when they run into you, they want you to see your life through how they see your life. So if they got a slight with you, it don't matter who else says okay, they don't like it. When you look up, you just realize you're dealing with a hater. Like anytime you're dealing with somebody, you have to explain your existence, and they're telling you, okay, you're not this person, you that person. And then when you like, nah, I'm not that person, they offended, and they tell you their attributes. You need to heal. You need to be able to take constructive criticism. You need to stop thinking you know everything. No, that's what you need to do. You telling me what you need to do. You have to understand that the narcissist is like an evil genius that wants to destroy your world, and they basically sitting in a laboratory, like basically treating your life like an experiment, trying to test it, trying to draw emotion right here, let me gaslight right here, let me act like I forgot this conversation right there, let me talk over them right there. They're just basically setting a bunch of fires in your house and making you put them out. They want you in your feelings. They want you always reacting. If you have a few good days, trust me, the narcissist is calculated. They're like, okay, we've had a few good days, no arguing. He getting used to feeling good. He getting used to feeling like the love bomb phase. Let me ghost him now. Like, you got to understand, they treating you like an experiment. They dealing with a new supply, and they coming back to you like, okay, let me do this, let me do that, let me gaslight them here, let me tell them this about themselves there, and then leave. Like they basically just playing with your mind the whole time they dealing with you.